Hi guys, it's KobiCool. I just came back from Suicide Squad. I watched the movie and have to say I liked it. It was pretty cool. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I thought it was really good. So let's get into it. What I liked and what I didn't like about the Suicide Squad. Cool review. Alright, let's start off with the characters. We had pretty much like 4 main characters, I think, if you want to look into it. Let's start with Amanda Waller. I thought Amanda Waller was awesome. I think they nailed her character perfectly, like the cold-hearted bitch that would do anything to get the job done. I think the actress was very, very good, and yeah, she was great. The next person is Will Smith. I'm not gonna call him Deadshot. That was Will Smith dressed as Deadshot. That was just Will Smith. I love Will Smith. I think he's very charismatic. He was very funny in this movie, but it's not Deadshot. I didn't feel like when I was watching the movie, I didn't feel like I was watching a character named Deadshot. I was watching Will Smith playing some guy that can shoot well. That's it. I didn't feel he was very unique. He was just funny and had a daughter that he loved. I didn't find him very special. And now let's talk about the show stealer, Margot fucking Robbie. God damn, she lived up to the hype. She was awesome. She was phenomenal. I think she was awesome, just perfect Harley Quinn. Whoever wrote the script, or maybe it was Margot herself, really did their research, because she spoke like Harley Quinn. She even said lines that Harley Quinn said in the comics and in the TV show. She was very much Harley Quinn, and she was freaking awesome. I loved it. She was the best thing about the movie. Every scene she was in, she pretty much stole the scene. Everybody were concentrated on her, and for good reason, because she was very enjoyable to watch and very interesting, and all her backstory was great. I like that they showed her backstory, that she was a psychologist and fell in love with the Joker. I really liked that. I thought it was I like that Harley Quinn was the focus. Yeah, a lot of people probably want to think, oh, Harley Quinn is the focus. We had a whole year about Harley Quinn. I don't care. She's a great character, and I thought that Margot played her really well. She was the I don't care if she was mostly half of the focus of the movie. She deserved it. It was awesome. And the last character was the Captain, which I didn't very much connect to. I thought he was cool. He was kind of like the regular badass captain, but yeah, he had a grungy look to him, so I like that. That was pretty grungy looking. Okay, let's run through all the other characters quickly. El Diablo, I didn't expect much from this character. I thought it was gonna be like I burn stuff and I keep quiet to myself, but he had a good backstory and, spoiler alert, redemption towards the end, and I really liked that about him. I didn't expect much from the character, but it kind of surprised me how much I was interested in him and what he had to say. Captain Boomerang was Australian, if you didn't get it from the over accent, but yeah, he wasn't bad. Captain Boomerang. I didn't find him very unique. They had this weird gimmick where he likes unicorns from out of nowhere. I don't know, is that in the comics? I don't think so. It was kind of weird. It was okay, I guess. Yeah. I liked that they showed different types of boomerangs and stuff like that, and I like how he was captured. He was captured by the Flash. I like that they kept attention to who's the villain for anybody. Like Harley Quinn and Deadshot were captured by Batman. Deadshot is pretty much a Batman villain, and Captain Boomerang was captured by the Flash. Again, I don't like the Flash outfit, but it doesn't matter because he was captured by the Flash, so they kept it straight. Yeah, and there was Killer Croc. I like the design. Whenever I think about the Killer Croc, that's what I think about. That he was some guy that was born with a skin disease and sharpened his teeth. So yeah, he looks like that. Even though in the comics there were some comic book stories that his head was actually an alligator, a croc. But yeah, I liked him. At first I thought he was kind of like generic and not gonna get any lines and stuff like that. Only towards the end when he starts speaking and saying like, this is my down there it's my domain, and he had like that deep voice, like bassy voice. That's how Waylon Jones should sound like. That's Killer Croc, and I wish they let him speak more early and a lot more, because yeah, I liked it. I liked his voice and I like how he spoke. I wish they gave him more. So I hope to see him in the next movie. The last member was Katana. I really like Katana. I like her. The actress played Katana pretty cool. I like the design as well. I get why some people found maybe the movie a bit jumbly with characters coming out of nowhere and people just accepting it. The movie is more comic book friendly to fans of comic books, you know what I mean? Katana just comes in out of nowhere. Oh yeah, her boyfriend was killed and is living in the sword and blah 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 blah. And she's here to protect me. And that's it. We're supposed to accept that. So I didn't mind accepting it because it's Katana, and I know she kind of an anti-hero, stuff like that from the comics. But yeah, I get why some moviegoers didn't like that. So yeah, that's all the characters except, of course, the Joker. Jared Leto was great as the Joker. He wasn't the best. Of course, he didn't have as much screen time as other Jokers. I thought he was threatening, like the Joker is supposed to be, unexpected. I liked the kind of a gangster look they gave to him. How crazy he was. I liked Jared Leto as the Joker. He wasn't bad. I liked his interaction with Harley Quinn, and that we actually see Harley Quinn in her original outfit. That was pretty freaky to see. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, he was okay, I think, in the role. One thing I didn't like is how they imposed his behavior because they showed it in the trailer. For example, in the trailer, he was lying down surrounded by knives and laughing. That scene came in this movie after he was pretty much depressed without Harley Quinn. Now I guess he was supposed to be laughing that he heard that he can get her out. That I would get, but it seems like it came out of nowhere. Now this is Joker. He laughs out of nowhere all the time, but I don't know. It kind of felt forced. I don't know, maybe because I expected it, but I don't know. Another thing where he says to her, "I'm gonna hurt you really, really bad," also felt like a bit forced on her, out of nowhere. So yeah. So let's talk about the story. One thing I liked about the story is that everybody expected some generic villain like destroying the city and they're going to stop it. That's what the movie was supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about the group. That's usually what happens with movies like this, like Guardians of the Galaxy, which it does feel like they were going for. Was about more the group than the villain. But I like that they kind of surprised us that the villain was actually one person from the group that was supposed to be a part of the group, the Enchantress. Her design was okay, I guess, kind of a weird movement she had and all that stuff. I like that eventually we saw her as the Enchantress in the comics. The first time we see the Enchantress was pretty awesome, where she changes from the doctor, I forgot her name, Joe I think or something, in front of all the ministers and stuff like that, and she just changes with her hand shifting from her hand. That was pretty awesome transformation. I like that. The design of the witch as well. Yeah, I kind of liked her, but her speech was kind of generic as all villains were. So yeah, and her brother wasn't much either. Kind of a lapdog, I guess. Yeah, so I like the and her goddamn bloodborne soldiers. Those soldiers with the many eyes, god, those were creepy, like straight out of the game Bloodborne for the PS4. So creepy. Yeah. So I thought the movie was shot very well. I kind of liked the pacing. I didn't mind it with all the flashbacks and how fun it seemed. It really felt like fun. I thought the fun was awesome in the beginning, but towards the end it seems like it was trying to go for a little bit more serious tone, and I didn't think that kind of worked. The music wasn't bad. It did feel at first that like they were trying to cram too many popular songs at the start, like it was Guardians of the Galaxy, or maybe they thought, oh, everybody loved those songs from the trailers, yeah, so let's all put them one after another in the movie as well. But I thought the music choices were great, and the last one with Bohemian Rhapsody, where just everybody expected to play towards the credits and they erupted with the Joker, that was awesome. And I really like the music when the Suicide Squad starts walking the streets and there was this orchestra music. That was awesome music. I need to find out who was that composer. It sounds familiar, but I really like that. So yeah, I really liked the movie. I thought it was very well shot. The characters mostly were great. Harley Quinn stole the show, of course. I can't wait to see the next movie. I had two major gripes with this movie. The first thing is the squad kind of towards the end acted like they were one big family, and it never felt like one big family. It felt like it's every man for himself and we're just having fun with each other. It never felt like a family, even though they tried to make it feel like it. It didn't feel like it at all, so I didn't like that as much. Again, it felt like trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy but completely failing. Maybe they didn't have enough interactions, but yeah, I expected something better. The whole family thing, I didn't feel, it felt out of place, really. And the other gripe I have with this is the after credit scene, where we see Bruce Wayne talking with Amanda Waller and getting the information about the Justice League. Now, my only gripe with this scene is, I know this is setting up for Justice League, but did we really need that scene? He had a file with the pictures of everybody from the Justice League. If he wanted to track them down, he could have done it himself because he's Batman. I felt like it was demeaning for Batman that he had to get help to find the Justice League members. I didn't like that at all. What I did like, it was towards the end where Bruce Wayne turns to her and tells her that he's gonna shut her down one day or something like that. And I felt like it was really much like the comics, because the Justice League never liked Amanda Waller. They didn't like that she was using all the villains that they captured. So I liked that we got that confrontation. I think the scene was kind of pointless other than that. I thought the movie was pretty good. It was a lot of fun. The characters were great. Even though Will Smith was playing Will Smith, I kind of enjoyed watching him. I really liked the movie. Was well shot. The music was great. It's a very fun movie. I'm probably gonna watch it again just for the fun factor and to see Harley Quinn again because she was freaking awesome. If I'm gonna give this movie a rating, it's gonna be 8 cool stars out of 10. And I recommend you see it. Even though you haven't read the comics, it's still a fun movie to watch. I liked it. Alright, this is KobiCool. Thank you for watching. Please follow me on Twitter and subscribe or watch some of my other videos.